I've just came home from the airport. My flight was delayed. I ran a marathon yesterday in Amsterdam, and everything hurts, including my brain. And it's 22:45 in the Czech Republic. But I promised you to do live streams every Monday and every Thursday, and I don't think I've missed a single one since the beginning, since like 3 or 4 years ago. So I'm not gonna do it today. And here I am. Just please don't mind if my words don't make sense sometimes. I'm just tired. But I'll do my best to give you the 5 amazing benefits of Czech Blue Card. If you don't know what Blue Card is, you're probably not watching this video, but anyway, we've written a detailed article about this topic. You'll find the link already in the description. So if you want to know more about the Blue Card itself and how it all works, what is the process, what are the requirements, it's all in the article in the description. But I will today take you through the 5 benefits, and I'll explain a bit more. And then for those of you who follow me, you know that after I finish this free live stream for everyone, topical one, then I will also go to the members area and I will do a live Q&A session there, but it's only for joiners. So if you have any questions other than about the employee card, feel free to join. $8 a month, 8 free live streams a month as well. So 5 amazing benefits of the Blue Card. Number 1, longer validity and easier path to permanent residence permit in the Czech Republic. That's one of the big differences compared to an employee card, for example, or other residence permits or visas, because usually long-term visas are given for maximum validity of 1 year. Long-term residence permits, like an employee card, for example, only for 2 years. Blue Card can be given to you for up to 3 years. That depends on your contract. If you have a shorter contract, then the Blue Card can be shortened. But if your employer gives you at least 3 years of contract or unlimited contract, you can get the Blue Card for 3 years. What it means also is that you will reach 5 years in the second term, or the second validity of your second Blue Card. So that means you can apply for a permanent residency with only 1 extension of the Blue Card. If you compare it, for example, to the employee card, that would be first employee card for 2 years if you get it for the maximum, then 1 extension for another 2 years, and then another extension, so you reach the 5 years. And then you can apply for the permanent residency. So it's at least 2 renewals. With the Blue Card, it's just 1 renewal. Plus, potentially, if you lived in some other EU country under the Blue Card, you can transfer the years you spend there towards the Czech PR. So if you, say, lived in Germany for 3 years under a Blue Card, you can count these 3 years towards the Czech permanent residency, so you can apply for the permanent residence permit in the Czech Republic after 2 years only. There are some rules for that, but this is generally how it works, and that's the first amazing benefit of the Blue Card. Second is that you can bring your family easier, or maybe with more benefits, I would say, because the advantage here is that your family members can apply for the long-term residence permit with the family reunification purpose of stay, basically right away. There is no waiting time. As for example, for the employee card, there is 6 months of waiting time. And for any other type of residence permit or visa, there is 15 months waiting time for the residence permit for family reunification. So under an employee card, you can also bring your family members right away, but they can only apply for a visa, which means that they cannot work in the Czech Republic. They can only work with the long-term residence permit. And with the Blue Card, they can apply for the residence permit right away. So you can bring them here and they can also work from day 1, basically. So that's the second benefit of the Blue Card. Let's see if there is a question from A which relates to a Blue Card. Thanks for the live stream. I have the PR waiting 3 years to start applying for Czech citizenship. Good for you. Behave. The last 3 years are the most important. Not related to Blue Card, so I will not go deeper into that, but the last 3 years are very important for the citizenship, so behave. So third benefit of the blue card. It's kind of, as I mentioned, with Germany. If you lived in Germany for 3 years, then you move to the Czech Republic, you can get permanent residence permit in the Czech Republic after only 2 years, because the 3 years in Germany will count. So similar rules apply also like from the Czech side to some other EU country, because the blue card is generally a European project. Employee card can be a bit different for every country. Not all the countries have, for example, the non-dual employee card. That's kind of like a Czech Republic's specialty, let's say. But the blue card is kind of general for whole European Union. So usually applicants or holders of the blue card have additional benefits. If you take it from from Germany, you want to move to the Czech Republic under the blue card, then one of the great advantages there is that you can submit the application inside of the Czech Republic. Normally, for any other type of visa or any other type of residence permit, you would have to go through an embassy, which is a process for months, like preparing the documents, getting an appointment, submitting it, waiting for the approval. But with the blue card, you can basically come to the Czech Republic, submit the application here. Within the first 30 days, you're here, and then wait here for the approval. And that usually comes faster as well. So similar rules and similar advantages also are in some other EU countries. So it makes moving to other EU countries easier for you as well. So then, fourth, and it's kind of related to the TikTok videos. Question. It's not exactly about that. Demons CZ. Tenhle livestream je primárně pro cizince, co se stěhují do Čech, takže proto česky. Proto anglicky. My mind. Anyway, guys, you can see that my brain is already like dying today. So sorry for that. I'll try to finish it and still make sense. So, fourth benefit, there are no quotas for blue cards. So as TikTok videos ask, is another way for employee card instead of electronic draw. The thing there is that for employee cards in all African countries and most Asian countries, there are quotas for how many people can apply yearly for an employee card. And the quotas are also divided into different programs for employers, like economic migration programs. So if your employer is not part of the program, you cannot get an appointment at all. So there might be 80 spots available, but out of the 80, 0 can go outside of the program. So you basically only have 80 slots a year for the whole country, plus you can only choose from some employers. So that's not very high chances, and especially in countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, all around there are so many scams with this. Companies promising you like work permits, and they might deliver work permits, employee contracts, whatever, but you will never get an appointment because there are simply no appointments available. So you've paid someone like 3,000 euros, 4,000 euros, whatever, and then you cannot use the documents they provided because there are no appointments available. And this is a big problem, a lot of scammers there, so be careful, guys. But the advantage of the blue card is that there are no quotas. So basically, wherever you are, even if you're in Africa or even if you're in Asia, in most countries, you will get an appointment for a blue card, which means that you can submit your application regardless of your nationality. That might sound like a reasonable thing for like all types of applications, but it's not like that. Czech immigration is very much limited to some countries, and from some other countries it's very difficult to get here. So compared to an employee card, blue card is like, yeah, if you're whatever. Sorry, brain is like willing to go to sleep. So I will tell you the last benefits, and then we can discuss this some other time. One of the great benefits as well, which I recently discussed with someone on my messenger, is that you can be unemployed for a longer period of times with a blue card. Because generally, for example, for the employee card, you can only be unemployed for 60 days. And if you don't find a new job within the 60 days and don't report it, Mike says shit. Okay, Mike, thank you for your opinion, I guess. Anyway, so for the employee card, you can only be unemployed for 60 days. And if you don't find a new employment, don't report it to the Ministry of the Interior, your employee card will be cancelled at some point, or at least you will not renew it because you can only be unemployed for 60 days, no more. With the blue card, it's significantly different. If you have the employee card for less than 2 years, then the unemployment allowed is 3 months. If you have the employee card for more than 2 years, the allowed unemployment period is up to 6 months. Of course, I don't recommend being unemployed for 6 months because A, you will be unemployed and you will have no income. B, even though it's allowed by the law, I would probably not push it. You know, if you already have the blue card, I guess you don't want to lose it. So look for a job anyway, but there is not such a high pressure. And it's also easier for the blue card to report changes of employers. It's basically just you tell the ministry, I quit a job, I started a new one, and that's it. It's not like for the employee card, for the standard employee card, where you need to like first kind of request approval from the ministry, and then only after 30 days when you get the approval, you can like start a new job, and there are many deadlines and many like requirements you need to, or documents you need to provide. It's not like that for the blue card. You can report just like I quit, I started a new job. You have to do it within 3 days. Otherwise, I think the blue card, one of them could be cancelled if you don't report it within 3 days. I think it's a blue card, might be potentially the non-dual employee card, but I don't think so. So potentially if you don't report it in time, you could get yourself into trouble, but it's just like one simple form to fill in. So there is no reason why you should not report it unless you, for example, don't know about it. And I guess that's it. There are other benefits as well. So if you know about some more, let me know in the comments. And I will now go to the members only area, and I will do live Q&A sessions about whatever topics you have. So if you have some topics you would like to discuss, some questions which are not related to the blue card, then come to the joiners area. You need to join first though, and I'll be happy to answer them there. And otherwise, I'll see you Thursday, Monday, until the end of the world. Good night, guys.